So Anjum, what is concerning is, of course, is Rohit Sharma Virat Kohli's form. I know that the conditions were different in India. It was spin heavy, the New Zealand bowling attack, and in Australia the conditions would be different. But when a batter is not getting runs, what would be the psyche? I know these are champion batsmen, but what would be the psyche? They would be low on confidence, right? Heading into Australia for such an important series.
Absolutely, they will be low in confidence, whether it is a batter or bowler or anybody. You're even as a fielder, if you drop catches, you will be low in confidence because you missed. And as a fielder, you would know after playing so much of cricket as to where you missed, whether it's a concentration or the skill. As batters, also, I think it's not only Rohit, Virat, or Jadeja, or anyone else that we'll talk about, or Sarfraz. We'll all talk about. Everyone will be talking about how better can their performance be. And you asked about what they will do. I think for any batter or any sports person, if there is a failure, you go back immediately to the basics. That's exactly what I'm sure most of these batters would do. Go back to the basics, spend time in understanding what
No, the
actually went wrong
problem is
rather
they do
than
not
over
have a lot of
analyzing.
time right now.
No, it's not about not having time. When I say basics, means you don't have to go to kindergarten and start learning, speaking about alphabets. Everyone understands what basics means, whether it is from the back left to the defense to the drive to your head position and to the watching of the ball. Uh, and I think as a sports person or as a cricketer especially, there is always time to go back to the basics. It's not that you do advanced knowledge coaching and start immediately practicing that. At all points of time, we as cricketers always practice basics. It's just that you go back and you spend a little bit extra time in understanding. For example, a Shubman Gill, he was playing so beautifully in the first innings. Second innings, he left a ball which is outside off stump. He felt will go straight on to the keeper, but it just slightly came inside. Now I've seen Shubman Gill get out in a similar manner in domestic cricket and Dilip Trophy in international cricket, and he himself would know that he had covered the line of the ball more than what he would have covered in what I last saw of him getting dismissed in the Lip Trophy. But there was still an error of judgment. So when you say you go back to basics, you still go back to what exactly you want to do, how you want to leave a ball, which is the ball that you can play or you want to play. And as cricketers, I think with the changes of location, the conditions, it is prime most important that you keep touching base with the basics because that is from where we started and that is from where which will always be required to becoming successful.
After three losses and six batting collapses,
Yeah.
question marks are bound to be raised on Rohit Sharma's captaincy. A couple of calls Rohit Sharma took in this series were appalling when he wanted to, win the toss and bat first in Bangalore and also choosing to play a Kuldeep Yadav on a wet, grassy Bangalore strip. Do you think, a change of captaincy is probably required? And if so, who can be India's next test captain, Anjum?
See, if captaincy issues started, resolving the results of the teams, then people will not pick only players. People will also pick prospective captains. That captaincy failure happens. Sadly, captaincy is not a easy thing, and I don't think everyone has it in them to captain. A team for a long, long time. We do make captains, we've made captains, we will make captains, and in the future also we'll have prospective captains. But everyone understands what captaincy is all about and what is required to be a successful leader. Changing Rohit Sharma or bringing in somebody else will not change the fortunes. I was very much vocal just recently before the New Zealand men's team walked over uh, the Indian men's team. The same similar question was posed to me about the women's team as well. So captaincy won't change the results. Let's understand it's a batting failure. It's not a bowling failure. Bowlers have taken wickets. Bowlers have delivered. Um, it has collectively been a batting failure. Now individually, when these players will break up their own performances, how they got dismissed, how their shot selection was, which they would have obviously known. That analysis will happen when a collective team failure happened. That analysis will happen, and there's no shying away from the fact that as a team, the batting failure happened. So let's correct that. Let's try to resurrect that and come back to successful ways. How we come back to winning ways is still far cry. How we come back to scoring runs individually, which help in the team's kitty, I think that's more important right now.